Thanks very much, Lisa, and really great to see all of you this evening on the screen. And so a few introductory words. Synods have taken on an increasingly important role in the life of the church. Synods have been a way of walking together, literally as church, as we've sought to address important issues, youth and family life, and then regions that are issues that pertain to a particular region, such as the Amazon, but have an international impact. Now we're getting ready for a synod on synodality, on walking together. So we're on a path reflecting what it means to walk together as church. It's really a synod about the way we function as church, and it's full of potential. It's meant to be a process that engages many, many people, and that really invites a deep reflection on how we live faithfully as disciples of Jesus as church, and how we walk amidst some very difficult and complicated situations. I think it's immensely timely to have this topic as a discussion item, as a discernment item for the whole universal church. And we really look forward to entering deeply into this process here in the Archdiocese. I think about the way in which the phrase walking together has become a part of vocabulary of how we carry out ministries as church. And I just mentioned a few examples, but for many years, my principal responsibility in the church was ecumenical relations. And we published a document with the Anglicans called Walking Together Along the Way, or On the Way. And it was a good description of Christian communities trying to enter into dialogue with each other about what we held in common, where we differed. There was an important insight that came out of one of those documents, which noted there are some problems that we face that we will only be able to resolve by walking together. I think that's a very helpful statement. And I think of learning to walk with victims of clergy sexual abuse and hearing the invitation from them, please walk with us. That means, listen to our pain, listen to our experience, accompany us in this process, open your heart to all that we are living and striving for and seeking. And that's been such a transformative process for me. Then I think about walking together with Indigenous peoples. It is the dominant metaphor for what we're trying to do in this delegation to Rome. It is a principal metaphor that we're using when we speak about the good news today that Pope Francis will come to Canada to meet with Indigenous peoples to further healing and reconciliation. What he's inviting us to, what the church is inviting us to, what Indigenous peoples are inviting us to, is walking together in a new way, in a good way. It is a metaphor that also speaks to us in our parishes, where we face increasing internal tensions within the church, here as elsewhere. Those polarizing tendencies in the church challenge us and really raise enormous problems for us as church. What we need to do is walk together amidst the differences, the diversities, the different perspectives that the Christian community holds. So I think it's incredibly timely and it's rich with possibility, this synodal process in the next few months, where we as a diocese get to do our own discernment, our walking together, and to share those reflections with the broader church. I believe that here in the Archdiocese of Regina, we have much to share with the Universal Church on this topic. So I look forward to the process of the next few months, and I'm deeply grateful to have a working group on this Synod on Synodality who bring all kinds of gifts and energy to this topic, and you're going to be hearing from each of them tonight.